Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to My Spouse is My Best Friend. I'm your co host, Nicole.
I'm Dr. Green.
And today we want to talk about a subject that nobody wants to talk about. And that is tax season.
It's tax season.
Yes.
Yay.
So you have until April 15th to submit those taxes. And so for all your procrastinators, I know that you're busy doing your taxes. So we just wanted to pop on and talk about 4 survival tips that you can use during this remainder of the tax season.
And I'm sure if you were getting a refund, they're already in.
Yeah. So we are scrambling to do our taxes. We're trying to get our documents together. We're trying to hit send. And so it's just a crazy madhouse around here between April 1st and April 15th.
You just told everybody we owe.
We do. Everybody owes this year. I don't know what it is. They've taken away so much. So I think everybody I know have to pay something.
Let's pay something or be audited.
Be audited. Yeah, we know a lot about that. So today's 4 topics we want to talk about is the first is to make it a tax date night. 2, divide and conquer. 3, talk money without any meltdowns. And then 4, let's celebrate because we have survived this tax season and we'll just get ready for next year.
Yeah, so, when we do our taxes, when taxes come around, it's like she said, it's a madhouse around here. Yeah. We're scrambling around getting our papers ready. She's in her room saying, "Hey, Jay, send me this. Have you got your W-2? Have you got this? Hey, what about this? Did we buy something this year so that we can get our credits?" So it's a madhouse. And then we sit down and kind of have a last discussion and try to make it as fun as possible. I mean, because we know it's going to come and it's very stressful. So we want to make sure that we are in tune, we're in line, that we sit down and that we're making sure that all the I's, like I said, we get audited all the time. So we have to make sure our I's are dotted, our T's are crossed.
Yeah.
And so that's our date night. To make sure that it is sound and ready to go before we hit that send button.
Yeah, so I think what I think we should start doing, maybe we can start this month, is getting some wine and cheese and
I know, right?
And make it a date night, like you said, as we surround TurboTax, entering our numbers and we crazy. I think I'm the planner, so I'm the one typing, doing the data entry, and you're the one looking for all the.
I'm looking for all deductions and credits I can possibly get.
Kids, we running out of kids, y'all.
We ran out of kids. They're all grown now. They were a lifesaver. now I'm looking for office supplies and toilet paper because I work from home, so I can get that credit. But so I'm the one. I'm the miner. I'm the one going around scavenging and trying to figure out where our deductions can be. She's the collector, and she puts it in TurboTax and tries to figure out all the policies and procedures to make sure that we're straight in line.
Mm-hmm. So we don't get audited again.
Because if I was doing it, we might cut some corners. I'm just playing.
And I don't look good in stripes, so I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, orange doesn't look good on you.
No, that either. That either.
So I guess we talked about divide and conquer, right? Yeah. So that's how we divide and conquer with our documents and getting everything together and try to make it, as seamless as possible. But like I said, it doesn't have to be a stressful time if you know your roles. Right. We talked about roles last episode. You establish your roles, know what those are, and stick to those, and make sure that you have each other's back in each one of those capacities. The other one is talking money without a meltdown.
Yeah. Let's not talk at each other. Again, we're a partnership, so let's work together. The government is not our friend sometimes, and so we take that against each other, I think, sometimes. And so we just have to remember that we're in this together. Both of our names is on there, so if you get anything from the IRS, you're both gonna get a package. So speaking from experience. So
and that's when when we have our next episode about finances. Fellas, don't have accounts hidden. Don't have a Cabela's account. Don't have a Bass Pros account. Don't have a whole different bank account that you have without telling your wife, because it's going to come up, especially bank accounts. So I mean, we're one flesh, right? We're one. We should know things. We don't know, even with something happens to us.
Right.
Our spouse needs to know where those funds are, right? So, avoid that and having different bank accounts in different offshore accounts. So those things won't come between your marriage. We'll talk more about that when we talk about finances.
Yeah, and then again, when you're collecting your documentations and talking about income, if you guys are anything like me, when I get my W-2, I'm upset because I want to know where the rest of my money. And so don't take it out on your spouse. Oh, the government got it. So again, we've heard from a lot of couples that say that during tax season, it's very stressful around their house. So the wife's not talking to the husband is hiding from the wives. And so because she's doing
what's this?
And if it's so, if it gets to that point, go find a tax professional to help you do that. There's plenty out there. They're on commercials all the time. But just go outside the household, maybe just to save your marriage. Seek out a tax professional.
It's funny, by the end of the time tax season comes and we figure out, we're starting to look at how much we're going to owe. All year, I don't get anything from her, but during this time, she starts sending me screenshots of where we spent our money.
We were blessed.
So it can be stressful, but again, it's us against the world. It's us against them. I would say each year. So, but there's things and ways that you can get through it. Stay married.
Yeah.
And making sure that everything is kosher.
Yeah, and then after it's all said and done, celebrate that you have. If you get a refund, hooray! If you have to pay, you still celebrate because you survived, and just trust God that's going to send you provisions to take care of that expense. So
absolutely, and it's funny, some people get refunds and it's still an argument because you're trying to figure out how you're going to spend the money. Are we saving it? Are we going on vacation? Are we going to buy that new 100-inch TV for football season? So let's celebrate the win. Either way it goes. Celebrate that you got through it. If you owe, pray together and ask God for the provisions to pay what you owe, and that you're not affected. Especially paying your tithes, and usually pans out. So celebrate your win.
Celebrate your win. Champagne spreadsheets.
Champagne spreadsheets. I like that one. We're gonna make a shirt. Champagne and spreadsheets. But anyways, that's it for today. We just want to talk about taxes. We know it's around that time.
Stay calm. It's gonna be okay.
So go ahead and get ready to hit that send button if you haven't already.
That's us too. We understand.
All right, you want to close this out?
Yep. So again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also check out our website, www.myspousemybestfriend.com. Again, www.myspousemybestfriend.com. I keep saying that wrong.
myspousemybestfriend.com.
I know what it is. I was just testing him to see if you see it. That's what marriage is all about.
Bye, girl.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.